HIV virus that I have attained, I will have to retire from the Lakers.
What happens when NBA legends not just perform well, but do strangely unforgettable things? For instance, a hungover Wilt Chamberlain dropping 100 points with zero sleep. Right-handed Larry Bird scoring 47 using his left hand just for fun.
Larry told all of us and the media, he said, tomorrow night's the last game of the trip, I'm going to play this one left-handed.
Michael Jordan played every game wearing his college shorts underneath his Bulls uniform. These are not just myths. In this video, we bring you strange things from the careers of some of the greatest ever, from offbeat habits to astonishing twists. Let's see, as an NBA fan, how well do you really know these legends of the game? Stick around, hit the like and subscribe button for updates, and let's get into it.
Wait a minute, I know you. You're Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You play basketball for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Michael Jordan. Behind the stats and rings, Michael Jordan's story is full of strange habits, raw moments, and untold layers. Starting with the superstition, under every Bulls uniform, Jordan wore his old UNC shorts, his personal good luck charm. Then there is the pre-game cigar. Not a victory lap, but a ritual. Before home games, he'd light one up to ease tension and block out the noise. Fearless in competition, but water, that was where his fear lived. A childhood trauma, watching a friend drown and nearly getting pulled under himself, left him with a deep phobia. And yet, that same mind turned fear into fuel. Trash talk was weaponized. Teammates, opponents, even coaches, no one was safe. Jordan talked to dominate, to control the tempo, to break wills. The edge never turned off. Golf games on game days, gambling on nearly anything. A secret tattoo few even know exists. One day, he even punched Steve Kerr in a scrimmage. That fire never flickered. And in the most iconic moment of his career, his final shot as a Bull in the '98 finals, he claims he never saw it go in, just followed through, turned, and walked away. Because for Jordan, the result was never in doubt. LeBron James. Before the NBA fame, LeBron James was lighting up football fields in Ohio. As a high school wide receiver, he earned first-team All-State honors by his sophomore year and racked up 27 touchdowns in just 2 seasons. With size, speed, and hands, he looked like an NFL star in the making. But basketball called louder. At just 18, he became the youngest #1 overall pick in NBA history, and he did not waste time living up to the hype. Nicknamed King James, he even tattooed Chosen One across his back before playing an NBA game. Confidence was not a problem. While he shoots with his right hand, LeBron is naturally left-handed, and when it comes to training, he does not just hit the gym, he has built The Lab, a futuristic facility packed with 400 cameras, climate chambers, and a small army of doctors. He has hosted Saturday Night Live, built a basketball empire, and raised a family, with Bronny James now following in his footsteps. 4 titles, 4 MVPs, billionaire status, and a fan base that spans from LA to Liverpool. Despite being from Ohio, LeBron roots for the Yankees. Cleveland still has not forgiven him for that one. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. From LeBron's unique to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's sky-high finesse, the shift in eras also brought a change in personalities, and Kareem might be the most unique superstar the league's ever seen. He scored more points than anyone for nearly 40 years and only hit 1 3-pointer in his entire career. His unstoppable skyhook was not just his signature, it was a response to the NCAA banning dunks when he played college ball. Off the court, Kareem was just as unorthodox. He studied martial arts with Bruce Lee and acted alongside him in Game of Death. He showed up in the comedy classic Aeroplane and once cooked a full-course meal for a date. Not exactly the typical big man move. He wore goggles after an eye injury and made them part of his identity. He was a defensive anchor, a 6-time MVP, and one of the first players to use yoga and martial arts to stay in shape year-round. He even auctioned off 4 championship rings to fund his Skyhook Foundation. Kareem changed his name after converting to Islam, wrote books on politics and race, and received the Presidential Medal of Freedom. A legend not just on the court, but far beyond it. Magic Johnson. Now let's talk about strange Magic Johnson myths. Most fans do not know that before he was Magic, Earvin Johnson was called the Garbage Man. As a kid, he rode along on his father's garbage truck route and got teased by classmates for it. Not exactly the origin expected from a Lakers legend. Even stranger. In college, his dream was not to play in the NBA. It was to be a TV commentator. Basketball was not the plan. It just would not let him go. The nickname Magic came at 15 after a wild high school stat line. 36 points, 16 boards, 16 dimes. Fitting. But in 1991, the basketball world froze when he announced he had HIV. The moment was historic and changed the conversation around the disease forever. Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt Chamberlain's career was not just dominant, it was downright strange in the best possible way. Starting with the main shocker, he once scored 100 points in a single game. Unreal, right? But it gets weirder. That same season, he averaged 50.4 points and 48.5 minutes per game, somehow playing more than the full game night after night. Who does that? Then there is the rebounding madness. 55 rebounds in one game, and through all the battles in the paint, Wilt never fouled out. Not once. As for free throws, a disaster. He tried everything, including shooting them with his back to the basket. Wilt played his first pro game overseas at just 16 years old. Before hoops, he was dominating in track and field with a standing reach of 6 feet 6 inches and a reported 46-inch vertical. He could reportedly bench over 500 pounds and still managed to go scoreless in one game, then casually grabbed 30 rebounds. His post-NBA career? Even stranger. He turned into a pro volleyball player, and he had a habit of pulling pranks on teammates. Wilt did not just break the rules of the game, he made the absurd feel like routine. His career looks strange, as well as unmatched. Larry Bird. Larry Bird was not just a legend, he was weirdly brilliant. This is the same guy who dropped 47 points using mostly his left hand, not because of an injury, but because he was saving his right for the Lakers. That was real. 2 nights later, he torched LA too. Bird once quit college to become a garbage man, hated media attention, and still ended up as a 3-time MVP and NBA champion. He played through brutal back pain, once scoring 40 points in a playoff half against Indiana while barely able to stand. Off the court, during the 1985 playoffs, he got into a bar fight. Some believe it threw off Boston's finals run. He was not flashy, but he talked trash with precision and predicted opponents' plays before they happened.
I go shake his hand, and he put both hands behind his back. And I'm saying, okay, he's getting his head ready to play. First play of the game, he says, I don't know where they got you guarding me, Holmes. And he shoots a 3.
Bird looked like a quiet small-town guy, but once the game started, everything got strange. Shaquille O'Neal. When Shaquille O'Neal left the NBA, he launched into one of the strangest second acts in sports history. He became a reserve police officer, earned a PhD in education, and started DJing at major festivals under the name DJ Diesel. He's acted in movies like Kazam, starred in video games, Shaq Fu, and even conducted the Boston Pops Orchestra. Shaq also stepped into the pro wrestling ring, crashing through a table in an AEW match. Off the stage, he's a Papa John's board member, an NBA 2K Sports GM, and the creator of Shaq Claus, a holiday charity for kids. Add in rap albums, reality shows, and business ventures everywhere from shoes to restaurants. And Shaq's post-game life is just as loud, wild, and unforgettable as his dunks. In the end, the game just feels like one part of their story. As they say, what's a legend without the myths? The players we mentioned in today's video touched that level with more than just skill. They brought personality, unpredictability, and many fan-favorite things like turning a playoff into a left-handed show, playing through a hangover, and making history. Each one of these greats left behind more than stats. So, who surprised you the most with what they did outside of basketball? And how many of these tales did you not know before watching this video? Comment below. Hit the like and subscribe for more updates. See you in the next video.